Yeah, one of the things that Cat Williams did say though was like, it was really, he's like, oh, I read, okay. Two things that blew me away about the interview that I can't fucking wrap my head around. But I guess Cat Williams was accepted to college at 10 years old.
Really?
That's what he says. And he had read like 10,000 books by the time he was 12. So
that's what he says.
Yeah. If you're reading all these books, dude, he's probably had to come across Tartaria at some point. You know what I mean?
Totally. I mean, fucking, we got to ask him.
Yeah.
He'd be, I do like fucking, he'd either be like against it and clown us or like be into it and fucking.
Or just might know something that like, you know, that might make a little bit more sense. Cause he does talk about like.
Okay. Yeah. I'm seeing the thing here. Fucking, he learned to read at 3 years old.
Yeah.
He can speak multiple languages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So
his dad was a Jehovah's Witness.
Then yeah. So the strange part about that though is like, okay, so I don't even want to like talk about it, like because I think it's like kind of controversial to talk about the beginning of the religion, unless you
Jehovah's.
Like, unless you like literally watch. I'm just gonna say what it says. Jehovah.
I can pull it up.
Witness. Yeah.
The Wikipedia one.
Yeah. Founder.
Yeah. Founder.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull it up here. We can read along.
Charles Taze Russell, founder of Jehovah's Witness Bible, and like, so I would get into a lot like
Taze.
Yeah, like that's with a Z.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it popped right up.
Yeah. And like, yeah, you just go right to him. You'll like, it's really easy to see, you know, that
he was a fucking Zionist,
right?
A Christian Zionist.
Yeah. And
the Bible student movement.
Yeah, and there's other things, you know. I think like 33 degree Mason.
Oh yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it pops up in here. Huh?
Yeah, and so his whole
the Millennial Dawn. Yeah. Sorry, I keep fucking.
No, it's all good. No, like, see, like when you do the research about the stuff, it gets really it gets really out there because of. Yeah, it just gets really out there. Like, and so they have like Jehovah's Witnesses are like wild. They're cool as fuck, right? Whatever. They have their own way of doing things. Like the flock is cool. The shepherd, but the shepherd's this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think I've like pointed this out a couple times, like how many, and he's a Zionist, and if you like look into that guy's life, it's a little strange that like there's so many like Black Americans that are part of the religion that are fucking famous. I mean, it's wild. Have I ever done that with you? Have we ever looked at like?
No, but I think we're about to.
Yeah, and so like, it's almost like there's a part of like the Jehovah's Witness scripture that explains. I don't even know if it's scripture, but it's known to the part where it's like they consider people with talent like the sprinkler. Where where it waters the flock,
right? Yeah.
So,
yeah, let's look it up. Just fucking. Should we?
Just type in like African American Jehovah's Witness like celebrities. and he said he's not part of that religion anymore, but his former years and his family is that. So, and Prince was a Jehovah's Witness too, and he was really good friends with him. So,
With who? Sorry, say it again.
Prince was a Jehovah's Witness. He said he was really good friends. Denzel Washington,
friends with who?
Cat Williams. Him and Prince were like
Cat. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah. They say were Jehovah's Witness, but
Jill Scott, raised Jehovah's Witness. Wonder who raised her. Oh, what happened? Oh my God.
The Wayans family.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Pretty heavy hitters in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And funny. That guy from
he's expressed interest in joining because his current while they're raising their children in the faith. That was a weird statement.
I mean, it's like
Biggie.
Yeah.
Raised. Oh shit.
The Jacksons.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. This guy.
I mean, Danny Glover, I think too.
They're all raised. Oh yeah. Oh, her too, you think?
Wow.
Wow, it's a big surprise. Her sister was already on the list.
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah.
Interesting, right? I just find it super interesting.
A lot of them, dude.
Yeah.
Ja Rule. I mean, and whether or not, I mean, most of them all say that they don't practice anymore. But the thing it does say is that they were raised in it,
right?
Which means their parents were. You know what I mean? And yeah, their parents probably were. But he's a convert.
Yeah, there's more. I mean,
but yeah, Denzel. There. Oh, 50. We got 50 right here.
Yeah.
Wacko Jacko.
And then it's like Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah, totally. And then finally you get to number 26. And
it's yeah. It's like
the next guy. Okay.
I think this might just be a whole list of just
Michelle. Oh yeah, that's gonna just be all kinds of people. But GB.
Oh, no way, dude. Fucking Hammer.
Dude. Yeah, Spillane. Damn. Okay, we already knew that.
Yeah. Oh, that dude.
Yeah, that
Who's
guy
her?
Again.
Dang, Ice Princess. Yep. Hello,
Jerry.
Terrence Howard.
TH. I like how it gives the stats here. Whoa, Patty.
Yeah, right? Ain't that a trip? Go back to Patty. Just go back to her. Ain't that a trip?
Huh.
Right? Just like it's just kind of like blows you away with like Patti Smith is like reveled and loved by like a lot of fucking people that like don't even know that like her religion was Masonic.
Totally. I mean, even people know about
Dave Mustaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's like a born again Christian now or something.
Yeah.
That one again. Not exhibit.
Oh boy. Janet Jackson, she's number 20, dude. Knew it.
Damn, how many more? Sweet Lou Whitaker.
Yeah.
Fucking Chet Lemon. No way they put fucking Ja Rule. You're just gonna say that, huh?
Yeah.
They put Ja Rule over Biggie. What?
But it's trippy, right?
Yeah.
I just like when you roll through this kind of stuff, you just start going, huh?
What was that guy's name again? Fucking Ray's Russell. Charles Ray's Russell. Taze Russell.
Yeah, if you look into it, like it's all like this, like the earth is
Here we go. The Grand Lodge of British Columbia and Yukon.
In addition, delivered a San Francisco Masonic Hall. Russell made positive for the Masonic imagery and saying, now I am a free aspect. Because see, that's what Cat was saying the whole time during that interview. He's like, I'm a free man.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm not part of the Illuminati. Like, which was like,
yeah. So you think he was referencing that he's a Freemason?
The way he was saying it, and then immediately went, I mean,
yeah. It says
like
he says, now I'm a free and accepted Mason.
Yeah. Oh, so here he goes. Later in his address, Russell stated quite clearly that I have never been a Mason. Those who claim Russell was a Freemason quote this address out of context with nothing, noting the rhetorical imagery.
Sure.
Although the assertion is often made that the pyramid monument erected to Russell's memory is proof that he was a Freemason, the Grand Lodge of Peninsula and the Grand Lodge of Ireland and the Grand Lodge of England have no record of his membership.
They're thwarting him right here. Non-Mason.
Yeah.
Let's see what his monument is. Yeah. So, but he said he was. Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe possibly that's like the whole goal is to like claim that you're Mason and then like get out of Masonry. Like you make it through the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this guy's been over here fucking buzzing around with a saw. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
One of the neighbors.
Yeah.
That's annoying. It's a little late for that.
Yeah, it's fucking. I might literally go over there and be like, oh, it's too noisy. I went down this whole thing one time looking into the history, and I should start saving some of the stuff I zip through. You know what I mean?
Me too, man.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much that has just been lost in my head. Fucking.
Yeah. So like from what I read, the first of course, back during I think when the Jehovah Witness religion was first formed, it was 1890s or something like that, 1880s or something. Back then, it's a young religion.
Yeah, it's a gilded age for sure.
Yeah, and so basically back then there was a lot of segregation, and how they decide to let Black people in and the importance of families and stuff. It's very interesting. But they tithed. And so with Black people, were like accepted, but like they were like accepted to be like to become famous, and that's part of it. Like they were pushed black people in the front to make as much money as they possibly can through these kind of like things where they get a Jehovah's Witness white guy, they get a black guy to come in, and that person would be like literally they would call him like a sprinkler, like, oh, he's making a lot of money, he's watering his crops, his flock, and all this crazy shit. He's watering everybody with like his talent. And so
spreading it.
Yeah. So basically that was the whole thing. So it's an interesting religion. And I think that's why you end up seeing someone like Joe Jackson like turning his kids into what he turned them into, right? And then Serena Williams and her dad and all that, they turned their kids so that they can like become like a higher standing in the religion.
Right.
So, and even Prince, it's like so crazy, you know?
Yeah.
But but there's a big leeway with like expression in the Jehovah's Witness, like, right? Like, I mean, Prince was, wearing like garter belts and like leopard skin Speedos and, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You could let your fucking freak flag fly, I guess. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It was totally freaky. I mean, like, you ever see those the first time he like played music for those weird honkies, like on that one show?
Fuck. I don't know if I.
I'll go look that up, man. That'll freak you out. Like, I think like Prince plays one of his first television things. I mean, he's like, this is what's so funny about that whole, like, what people think transgender is now is like they go, oh, can you believe it? Oh, can you believe it? And I'm like, yeah, well, like, have you seen Prince or like the New York Dolls? I mean, like back in the day, those guys were like doing that shit. And also like, it was like the 70s, but they were like rock and roll band. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were tough.
Yeah, people think David Bowie's like this like super authentic, like weird Ziggy Stardust, but I'm like, yeah, but dude, we're talking like, you know, the New York Dolls and like T-Rex and all those. They were like doing the trippiest shit ever, dude, for a long time. Yeah, this is it.
There's nothing our next guest can't do. He arranged, produced, composed, and performed his last album entirely by himself. I mean, nobody else was there. Alone. Cat was running, man. Probably playing the drums, playing the guitar, going everywhere by himself.
Can you hear it?
And the only way we know is because he also took pictures of the whole thing. Right. And the song he's going to sing is called I Want to Be Your Lover. And if he's as hot as he is funky, look out. Right. Please welcome Prince.
I mean, this is like his first TV program, dude. It's like pre-recorded.
Yeah, how do they fade out live? Amazing.
They just cut it, probably.
Did they not let?
There's no interview.
Yeah, this is some fucking random channel too.
E-Bomb World. Yeah.
If I looked on YouTube, maybe we could find an interview.
Yeah, so it's like him. I mean, he made it as big as you can get, dude. Like a movie about his like life, abusive father.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's just like it's all part of the like thing, right? Like, so
yeah.
So yeah, like once you go, because dude, the Jehovah's came by my house. I was like, I talked to him. I invite him in. I'll even kick it with him. Like,
nice. They'll come in and hang out.
Yeah, I always find it like super interesting. Like, I mean, this out of nowhere, this girl would call me all the time. She would talk to me while I was at work, and then she'd go, "Oh, you know, I mean, I did like 5 months of talking to him, like as just like, hey, I'm, you know, like I already said that, you know, like they're like, oh, hey, can I read you a scripture today? And I'd be like, oh yeah, go for it, man. I'd be at work, and I'd have my earphones in, and he's like, oh, okay, so this, she was like super fun to talk to for some reason, man. Like she was like like you could just tell she was fun to talk to. She was just like, she thought it was fun, and we'd like have like 15-minute conversations, and then finally she's like, oh, hey, do you mind if I give your phone number to like one of the other like what do they call the guy? Like I don't know what they called him. I'm like, yeah, give him a number. He fucking called like fucking the very next day. Hey, so and so, like told me, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and they were always like, oh, hey, what's a good time to reach you so we can do some Bible study? And I'd be like, oh, I'm like, my schedule's all over the place, man. Like, yeah, but if you want to call and just like talk, it was like, yeah, they'd call and like talk to you for about like 15 minutes. Dude, one of the guys that called me, we were sitting there. And he was like, we were chit-chatting, and it was like over COVID. And I mean, dude, I don't know this guy. I wouldn't be able to see that. I don't know what either of them fucking look like, and they'd be like chatting to me. And like we just got to talking about like the lockdowns and over COVID, and like I'm like, dude, I ain't getting the fucking vaccine, dude. And he's like, man, I'm right there with you, but my wife's about getting the vaccine, and it's just like he's like, man, we adopted a kid from like a Chinese kid. And he's like, dude, like she got vaccine injured, and I saw her with my own eyes, like, and he got way into like the whole conversation that he like opened up. Like I felt like I was like ministering him in a way, dude. He's just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, like it was like, and then I felt like it was like I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like I just ended up just like they called like 10 times, leave like fucking dude. Like I wish I kept the messages, but I had to erase them on the fucking messages because they would be like,
man, that's too bad.
Yeah, they'd be dude. They'd be like way too long. You know how like if someone just like if you leave a long one on there, then all of a sudden like your voicemails will be like, oh, bloop. Like I tried calling you, your voicemails are packed up. And you're like, oh yeah, and like the first ones I'd go to is like, dude, they would be like 3 minutes long, dude.
Yeah, get them out of there.
Yeah, but dude, I really enjoy talking to the lady, dude. Like it was like she was like, she had a family and everything, and she's just like, she talked about like her husband, and dude, I was just like digging the stories. I just like spent time like, and I go, yeah, like they'd ask me about like how I was raised and stuff like that. And like, hey, were you baptized? And I'm like, yeah, like I had nothing to do with being baptized, and I was raised Catholic. I had to, do the whole fucking thing. And they're like, oh, what do you think of that? And I was just like, I'm all, well, like it's like, later on in life, I was like, later on in life, you find out like what rituals are and stuff like this, and, all this crazy stuff and blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. And I really didn't like, I really wasn't learning anything from like them, and it didn't really fit into my life or this or that, and they were like, oh yeah, I can totally see that, and they would like, they'd bring up like one of their friends that like they'd be like, oh, my friend so-and-so, he's such a hard work. And she would just talk, and she was just such a sweet lady. And I could tell that like she was like, her heart wasn't like, I feel like their hearts in the, like when it comes to Jehovah's Witnesses, but like, like I wasn't going to go run down to the old, like,
to the church
right over here, the fucking meeting place, like right over by AJ's Market here off like Park Avenue by Cabrillo. I wasn't going to,